So Sister Frida's a fucking giant cunt. How
Yeah.
hard's the next boss in that area? Or is she the only boss?
Hold
She
on.
can't be.
I'm gonna look it up because I've beaten it all, so I don't have to worry about spoilers.
This is my
Souls
last
3.
round, and I'm
That's
gonna start
the
getting
painted
ready
world,
for
right?
bed and chilling out.
That's Painted World, yeah. Also, would you say Ring City is harder? I went to the
Oh
start
yeah,
of Ring City, like,
Ring
just to
City's
get to the
hard.
bonfires, and
It's
holy
annoying.
fuck. That thing that just fought with it, and it shoots the lasers, and,
Oh, the Ring City is
Thing is like,
fucking annoying as shit. There's this one
It is. It's a
area.
big, like,
There's this
dead
one area
angel.
that you have to run, and it's like on the top of this like giant wall, and like literally bunches of mobs like spawn, and there's something that like shoots like they all shoot arrows.
Yeah, that's where I was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fucking
It
terrible.
doesn't shoot arrows, it shoots big beams of light.
Yeah, and you have to have to obstacle course it to find somewhere to be blocked. It's terrible. But there's also mobs on it.
Oh, there's tons of like spawning little skeletons that like crawl, but they crawl quick, and there's a lot of them, and it's a hard area.
Is your champion. It's my turn this time.
There's also a lot of pyromancers.
Jesus!
That was terrifying.
403 season 1. Like, what the fuck do people do with their fucking lives?
Apex, I guess.
And I play a lot of ESO, but like...
Before or after defeating Sister Freed, leave the main bonfire in the cathedral and head out of the building by operating a lever.
Well, I don't need to hear that. I just want to know who the next boss is, and if she's harder. Yeah. Also, I think you can fight Sister or crossbreed Priscilla there, but I could be wrong.
No, it seems like there's another boss.
Oh, Joel. I took the end. Well, for my first playthrough, I'm gonna do the end of fire. We're gonna let the Age of Dark begin. Cause you're right. You're right. They're fucking. I was listening to some of the people talking, and they were saying how, like, basically at this point, it used to be that only one Lord of Cinder was needed to keep the fire going. Now they need 5 just to power it, and like everybody abandoned it anyways.
It was dying. It was dying in the first game, and you just keep on prolonging it with each game.
That's what I mean.
Do you keep up with the lore, Joel, or?
Yeah, like I said, I like to.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Explore their lore, but since that game doesn't have any, that you don't have to be fucking detective, some detective.
Oh.
I will say, Joel, Dark Souls 3 is a little bit more, like, I don't know.
I think it has more of a story.
Over number 1, I found over 1, it's a lot more explained by the NPCs. Number 1 is a lot less like that than number 3. But you're right, there is still a lot of descriptions and items, and like, all those elements are still there.
The same thing with Bloodborne, like, that one's a lot confusing though, because even fucking people that are trying to make videos on that do not fucking make sense of it.
Serb thinks that makes more sense than Dark Souls, and I don't know, for some reason, like, I don't know, I don't know the lore about Bloodborne as much, but
I know more about Bloodborne than not Bloodborne, I know more about Dark Souls than I do Bloodborne. I'm not gonna lie.
Bloodborne's is really weird, like, so many
YouTubers... That's what I mean.
It's very gross. Like, it's a lot more grotesque than Dark Souls, you know? It's...
Well, it's...
I do think
it's hard to get because you do so much shit in random orders in that game too,
right?
Yeah.
And it's like, you have to go to the dream. I don't know. It's weird.
The Hunter's Dream, yeah, and like they don't even really explain a lot of the stuff. Like, in Dark Souls, like you can kind of find out shit by NPCs, like you were saying, but in Bloodborne, you have to like go into items and you have to. Like, you have to pick up an item, read the description, go, oh, this is from this person. Oh, this must be because of this. Like, like he said, it's detective work for Bloodborne.
Way more detective
Dark Souls
work,
3 is way better for that, and I think that's why I like it. Because, like, my favorite boss, for example, Vicar Amelia, it doesn't explain anything about her existence at all. until you
That's
have to like.
weird because she like during that cutscene you'd think.
You'd think that they would explain that whole cutscene about how she's crouched over with the pocket watch and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it doesn't. One of the bosses, the giant furred one with the bandages and the antlers.
It's like a wolf deer.
Yeah.
Monster.
She's white. Well,
Wait,
you know.
are you talking about Dark Souls or Bloodborne? Because
Bloodborne now.
Okay, I would say because all those games are fucked. Monster-wise, sorry. This is what I meant.
I wouldn't say fucked. They're really unique. A lot of them are fucked. The Curse Rod of Greatwood was a little bit like whoa. That is literally a tree penis coming out of the big nasty fucking.
A giant fucking tree arm penis. Yeah, it is like
yeah.
There's a Spitfire here.
I got one. I need heavy ammo though.
Okay.
Nah, I need heavy ammo.
I'm gonna try doing some sniping. If anyone sees a scope, let me know.
I don't know how much heavy ammo's there, but I left one of them there for you as well.
Okay, cool, thank you.
No problem.
But I don't know, Bloodborne, like the lore is, even for me to explain it would be confusing because from how I've read like the descriptions on wikis or just watching YouTube videos, they don't do a good job of piecing it together either. Like even in the titles are called Bloodborne Explained, they explain it's like that was the worst fucking essay I've ever heard.
Right.
But basically, like, what's those places you go underground that are like kind of challenges or trials or something in Bloodborne?
Trials? No, Chalice Dungeons.
Chalice Dungeons, yeah.
Chalice. Yeah, so those things are like where the game, in a sense, begins the story, because that's where you start. So that's where the where the one.
I never do those.
See, that's like it's not even important. It's just like that's where the whatever the church of that place is called. That's where they discovered their first Elder One, or whatever they call them in that game.
Hold on a sec. Is Father Gassion, not Father Gassion, is Gehrman Elder One when he becomes the...
an Elder One?
No,
Gehrman's literally just a hunter.
What about when he becomes the Moon Presence?
To watch a dream.
What about when he becomes the Moon Presence?
I don't know. See, that's what I don't understand Bloodborne at all. It doesn't make any sense. All I know is that the moon has a fucking child that's born out of it.
That was like, wait a minute, what? Like,
I've watched the game and I've watched the playthrough for that game and he doesn't ever change from an old man.
Yeah, I know, he doesn't change from an old man.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he?
I don't remember. I've only beaten him once.
No. You've never fought the Moon Presence at the very end? Okay, if you consume all of the,
you still
I did. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. The thing that falls out of the moon that looks like one of those gods.
Yeah.
That thing. Yeah, I did.
Out of the moon? Okay, I thought he became that. Okay.
No, it drops out of the moon. That's the thing that is like.
Okay.
It's one of the gods that you can become.
And it comes out at all endings. It's just depending on how many of those.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I became that.
With one of the endings, right? Yeah.
If you consume all three of the umbilical cords.
And then the dog comes and she's just like, hello, I'm your caretaker.
Yeah. You spawn as that little one, right? Like the young one?
Yeah. That's she calls you a little one. But yeah, if you're then you become a little one.
A great one, that's what they're called, right? Great ones?
Great ones, something like, great ones, something like that. Oh, care package just landed right beside us, or is that...
I called it in. Ooh, a scope.
There's turbocharger and a cool little thing there. Scope sight for SMG, etc.
Oh, shotgun.
Shotgun, SMG, pistol scope here for someone. It's gold.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's what I was talking about.
But basically, like, so the church... What's the church called? Church of Memsi? I want to say Memsi, but that just sounds stupid.
No,
Something in that game has something to do with Memsi.
It starts with it. No, you're not wrong. I know what you're talking about. Fuck. It sounds familiar, but I can't. Shit. I have to. But
either way, so the church with like Willem and Lawrence, or what the fuck's his name? Fear the Old Blood. Someone fear the old. What the fuck's his name? I just can't remember the line.
Loric?
Fear the Old.
Loric?
Maybe. It's like because there's the one church with Willem in the wheelchair, and you meet him on the lake, and then there's the church that's seated from them that have all the cages on their heads as their hats or helmets or something.
I can't think of it.
Random side note.
I never played the game.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
just going
we'll
all
play
based
it
off,
again.
like-
We'll try and figure it out.
Yeah.
But either way, basically they discover Elder Ones, they figure out that their blood has like healing properties. They control the blood, so everyone comes to them for like healing and all that good shit. Then they figure out that that blood's changing everyone into those monsters, but they don't want to release their power. They don't want to release their power, so they don't say whose fault it is. They just bring out hunters and say, yeah, they're fighting everything, and you guys can help too. So that's why you see all those people like mobbing and stuff in the streets with their pitchforks and torches and shit.
Yeah, Dark Souls has way better lore. I'm just gonna go with that, because, like, damn.
Right?
Like, I know way more about Dark Souls than I know about fucking the others.
Like, what Joel was saying does sound kind of cool to me.
Because,
so
like,
basically, like, they started the corruption, they started the disease in these people, they created these beasts, and they tried to cover it up by creating the hunt.
Yeah, the hunt and the hunters.
To take care of these fucking beasts? Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then convince the populace to help by like, yeah, help kill these beasts because they're gonna kill you.
So essentially that's why you want to kill the hunters. Like, you want to kill the first hunter, and okay.
because otherwise they turn into them. Okay.
Yeah, and then with that too, like, and then there's something to do with like fucking eyes, and that's why you see like, well, that one fucking spider with that many eyes on its ass that you fight in the lake.
Oh.
Oh, that thing's a bitch.
Grom?
Yeah, Grom.
Like,
Grom.
Yeah, Grom. And you know, like, how like after you, is it like enlightenment? It's not enlightenment,
Insight.
but there's like a certain, where you can start seeing like huge ass monsters.
Amygdalas. Yeah.
Yeah, that's also what kind of has to do with oh shit. Like,
Nice.
Oh, sorry.
Oh!
I'm coming, you guys. I didn't realize you were down there.
Got one.
Oh my god, you guys went really far. Ah, I'm sorry. I can come heal you guys if I get there.
I knocked her, but there's another one. Only one more.
They're weak.
I need to heal up.
Dang it, they're healing.
I know, but I'm literally a
up.
shot away from death. Nice. Behind you. I think that's a, that's a... What do you mean they're all up? Is there another squad?
No, Lifeline picked up them.
Yeah!
No.
What?
No,
what?
she didn't.
What? 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 What?
They're all
what?
up.
What?
They're all
They
up.
were all up.
What?
There was Lifeline and the two others right over here.
No, they
No,
weren't.
it was just a bamboozle dude, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Yo!
It was just Mirage's bamboozle. Yeah.
Yo, we
Lifeline
fucking.
definitely picked someone up.
Oh my god.
I don't think she did, man. Unless she did and the person went down right away.
So I'm just casually explaining like a video game. We're not even paying attention, and we just ended up in the top like 2 teams.
Right?
One.
How did that happen?
Right?
I didn't even think the game had gone on that
I'm gonna
long.
share that because I'm pretty sure.